have to do lighting because I just got this fixed. I just got it fixed up and set up. So
Okay. Cool.
Oh,
Okay. So yeah, like you said, all right, very good, very good, very good. We have a lot of cool things happening over here. So great.
that
So
should
that
be
looks
mirrored.
good. This looks good. And wait till you all see what the room looks like, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Position. I can't.
It'll be fun. Good times. So yeah, I got a sandwich too. So I got a sandwich for sure. So I don't, even if you don't have, if I don't know how you would present a sandwich in this situation.
For me, present a sandwich.
I don't think you
have a
can.
picture of what I'm ordering.
Okay.
That kind of idea, because I'm ordering a sandwich instead of a.
Right. Okay. That's cool. We'll go with that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
we don't
like,
have to. I was gonna say like that would have been very
basically.
challenging. So I'll show you what I got. I mean,
So,
I ordered a sandwich too, so this will be a fun one. I just need to look up something really quickly before we get going here. Yeah, I mean, we won't have to go until you get it all until all your stuff is.
Yeah, I think I'm all set up. So
okay, great. Cool. So,
but I need to get a drink.
Go for it. Go ahead. Take your time. Yeah,
drink,
absolutely,
so
absolutely.
I'm also trying to.
I'm doing some reading for research for the show, everybody, and I'm getting a kick out of this article I'm reading right now. We'll get to when we do sandwich of the week. I'll explain what the article is talking about. But already we got a great crowd here. This is great. So get to know our friend Mond Sumerki. I should double check and see if that's even the correct pronunciation, or is it Sumerki? Sumerki? It's always good to check. But this is Mond. Does art and gaming on Twitch. It's really cool. I do need to do one more promo. And so let me do that before we start. So promo elsewhere. Yeah. Let's do the thing. I never realized that you were in 3D. That's cool. I thought it was a 2D thing, but that's really cool.
It can be a 2D and a 3D. There's So give me 1 second. You're gonna hear the situation with this.
Okay. Cool. All right, great. So just for everybody in the chat, we are also going to be doing some fundraising, but we're going to talk about that later. We're not going to talk about it in a second. We do want to suss this out properly, so I would not jump the gun on that. But if you do want to contribute, we will have a command for you to do so. So just so you know. Okay. So just give me the thumbs up. Can you do thumbs up on that thing?
No, I can't.
No.
No, I can't. But I can shake my head left and right.
Hey, that'll work.
So.
That'll work. Okay, cool. This is terrific. I mean,
it's different. It's unique.
It's definitely unique. Absolutely. Okay, let's go and start. Yeah, it's great. It's great. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. All right, everybody. All right.
There we go.
Okay. Just need a minute or two to get the music started. There we go. All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Sandwich Show. It's so nice to see you again. My name's Davey. I'm the host, and we do a lot of interviews on this program alongside other things, including music and gaming and cooking once in a while. Really great to have you as the as the holiday season starts to kick full gear, right? You kind of went out of first gear and into second and third. So here we go. We're gonna have we have 2 more interviews. No, 3 more interviews. Yeah, 3 more interviews this month, and before we wrap it up for the year. And the first of them is one of our greatest supporters of this very program, and she's also a terrific artist and does art and gaming streams on Twitch all the time. And we also know her as a fan of the Stream Scribe and the genuine article of Bob Ross as well. Folks, I introduced to you tonight for our first collab together on this channel. I've been on her channel a bunch, but this is our first chance having our friend Mond Sumerki with us here. Mond, so good to see you tonight. How's it going?
Oh, hi. I'm doing good. I'm just trying to get by, you know.
Yeah, I understand.
Just getting by. So
yeah, I mean, yeah,
my health is kind of put down to the point where I don't want to be seen right now. So
yeah, I understand. I'm really sorry about that. I mean, but I'm glad you're hanging in there. You know.
Yeah.
We're glad you're still streaming. I saw you had some pretty wicked streams of late, I think.
Oh yeah.
There's some pretty sweet games you've been playing too. Like, it's pretty cool. So,
yep.
Just a couple of things I would like to break down about our friend Mond. First of all, we've seen Mond in chat a lot, and it's really great to see the contributions that you provide, whether it's through the point redeems or just chatting with us, saying hello. It means a lot.
Yeah.
So thank you. But what she does on her channel is really great. It's also a great community because, at least up until more recently, she had also been really good at like inviting people over to collab with her. And the latest thing that you had hosted like on a monthly basis for a while, it was really cool. It was a good run too. Where
it's go ahead. Sorry.
Well, just to break down what it was a monthly, like literally like. Everybody was doing art on the same canvas, and I just thought that was such a brilliant idea. But anyway, I'll throw it to you and get your thoughts on all of these collabs you've been doing.
Yeah, so the collab was actually a monthly get together for like artists that I actually know, that want to do stuff together. I was like, you know what, I have this thing, I haven't used it yet, I want to use it. So like, I was like, all right, cool, I want to invite as many people as well as I know. Like, Jade Tile was in there.
Yep.
I know Mimi, one of my friends, Mimi, she was a great artist. They contributed a lot, and you as well. It was fun because we get to see everyone else's creative sides that no one really does. I've always put these challenges and it's fun, unique things that people would be interested about. And like during June, we did Pride Month, and I think September was Spook Month. So, or I think singing their hues. So. Eventually, I'll be coming back, probably next year.
Cool.
We'll probably get back with that though.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff has gotten kind of in the way. I got my surgery done, so
right.
And
I understand. By the way, our friend Rahomo says, "Mond, hello."
Hello.
It's great.
So
yeah, but thanks so much for joining us, Rahomo. That's really cool to see you tonight. But yeah, I mean, I think it's really cool, like the kind of artwork you do, and I mean, what your representation tonight, is you drew that, like that's really.
I drew. This was originally a drawn concept, and then my friend, who's a 3D, she's a 3D model who's also actually currently working on, which is currently doing the fundraiser, makes models. She's a 3D model. She's a VTuber and a 3D modeler. I've been working with her slowly and everything to revamp her. Because she's going through a rebrand entirely, so she's going from like the candy shop style theme to tea house, because she's kind of mellowed out and she's kind of expressed herself more of what she likes instead of having to be constrained to one little thing. So now she can be like opening and inviting. So
it's really cool. Now your friend's name, I believe, is oh right. So let me 1 second. Let me put this up here. Choxy, and you're right. I think the art is incredible, and I don't think there's any time like the present to talk about what she's going through, right? And talk about the fundraiser. I'd love to help the cause, and Mond, I'll give it to you for a rundown of what we can do to help.
So basically, what's going on and what's happening is she recently moved to North Dakota. Her family is in Oregon, Portland, Oregon, and she moved like maybe not even 2 months ago. And then her mother called her, telling her like, "I gotta go in surgery," and she has till like the 8th to get home, so she can take care of her mother and her grandmother, because her mother has, from what I understand, is there's a skin growth on the back of her shoulder or something that just became a cancerous growth, and it's just this amalgamation of a mess. And her mom wanted to come down when she's out of her surgery and help take care of her. And it was like a $5,000 trip. Now she has to spend another $5,000 to go back out and to get all her stuff moved over there so she can actually sit there and uh, care for her mom and her grandmother. So of course she's at stage 4, so it's even more riskier to going in and dealing with that.
Yeah.
So going through that whole mess, it's kind of rough. It's rough, but I want to try to do the best that I can do, is provide the best help I can. So
it's really you're very, very noble to do that, and we also know that Choxy is on at the moment and also raising funds through her stream, and I think
yes.
it's great. I think it's great. So for folks, if you would like to help contribute to her fund, to help her with moving expenses and other things to get them through, to help them take care of her mom and her grandma, we have a tip link on the screen, and if you feel inclined, we would most appreciate a tip. I'll try to put in one. I'll put one in myself at some point pretty soon.
Yeah. She's a really kind soul.
Yeah.
She's trying her best to do everything she can to provide, like, just have her family. Mm-hmm. She's just a part of the same community as I am. As you guys can tell, like we have a very unique community.
Yeah.
We are LGBTQIA, but we are also part of the furry community. So having the perfect meld of our creative art and being expressive about ourselves, that's how we discovered ourselves most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm transgender, so is she, and most of our friends just came out because of we were able to express ourselves in ways the 3D world has given us. I went on VR chat. It was probably one of the most opening experiences. A lot of people realize it's such a different experience, different take.
Absolutely. I mean, it's remarkable to see the freedom it's given everybody in all of our communities, and I'm rather thrilled. It really warms my heart too to see that opportunity for each of you. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cool thing is, I've been looking at like VR chat, and people would literally do like go out and just, if someone can't or too sick to go out, they have COVID, they would go out and say, "Hey, I'm doing a live mic on VR chat. You guys can come in and actually sit in the VR, and just, if you have a VR headset, you just sit there and watch. You don't even need a VR headset. You just have a desktop and you can listen live to their music, no problem." That's what the outreach was for us. A lot of us, we've delved into Twitch, we've delved into all these things, so we can still see everybody live and also be there at the same time. It's really cool. So
yeah, I mean, and you speak about the kind of things you all do on stream, and wait, oh my goodness, Eflad, welcome in. Thank you for the resub. 11 months, Mond. Davey, he says, so good to see you, Eflad. Let's give our friend Eflad a shout out in the chat. That's really awesome. Like, it's good to see you. I hope your streams are going well and everything. I love it. That's really cool. I think it's neat to see that and I do see that the people have been coming into chat and out of chat, and even any of your streams, and I love that, because it just goes to show that when you're good people and you put in and you interact with your chat, I think it can go a long way, and I feel like it's no different with what you do on Twitch.
Yeah, it's funny because like I get people like comments like, "Your voice is so calming." And like I've had a few people say I fall asleep with your streams on. I'm like, what? I don't see myself calming. But I can see, if people say I have a very subtle tone to my voice, like I'm not a great singer. I'm not really good at singing, but I try to I guess reach out. I help people as much as I could. It's what it's what I kind of grew up as. I learned, doing the right thing, never hold a grudge. So I get angry about it. I forget it the next day, like nothing happened.
Yeah,
It's not my thing, you know.
And you're right though. Your voice is very soothing. I'm actually rather impressed with it. You know, it's really great. Like, you know, I know I know you're a fan of Bob Ross because I remember one time you showed me a Bob Ross stream, and I'm like, I think there must have been at some point where he was an inspiration to you. Would you agree?
Oh, happy little trees, just happy.
Yeah,
just small little happy little trees. It's interesting because how I discovered Bob Ross because I loved astrology and I saw him draw a paint like all these trees and then I saw nighttime. I was like, that's really cool. I want to do that. So I picked up the brush and the first thing I ever picked up was actually the worst one you could ever pick up. It was the hardest one. I picked up calligraphy pen and I started doing mechanical pens, or also dip pen or mega pens, and it would take me hours. But like putting that, I don't know why, but it was just a nice thing to feel the pen touch the paper and just nothing happens, but it's just quiet. You just hear the scripting of a pen. It's really interesting.
Absolutely. Tina, welcome, and Tina French. It's good to see you again. Oh my goodness, Mon, are you going to be all right with me singing a song as Bugs Bunny?
Go for it. This will be interesting.
It will indeed. All right, so we should. Oh my, Choxy, thank you for the follow. How's it going? How's the stream going? Can we give Choxy a shout out as well, folks, or even just do the charity command because that also has a shout out too. I think it does, or maybe, yeah. But welcome in, Choxy. That's so great to see you. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, maybe we should do that. Let me do this too, if you don't mind. So I'm gonna give Choxy a shout out as well. E-flat says it fits with the soothing voices theme. So there's the button. Yeah, give our friend Choxy a fit. Going pretty good. That's so great. That's really great. We're all thinking of you right now. We hope that everything goes great with, or goes well with what's to come in the road ahead. So you know, we're hoping that the fundraising goes well. I'd love to contribute as well. Okay, so song about Bugs Bunny song. So seeing that it's the holidays, Mond, I think it'd be good to Bugs Bunny a song with a Christmas or Hanukkah related or Hanukkah song. So is there one you would like me to do?
Rocking Around the Christmas Tree.
Hey, there you go. I love that.
That's
pretty good.
Classic.
I like that a lot. That's a good call. Aw, yeah, that's good. Yeah, you know, that's a great attitude. Staying positive. Everything happens for a reason. And yeah, I love that. Okay, so here we go. This is for Ryan, that E flat guy. Let's do it. Get ready, folks. Excellent. So we have an exclamation point, Nyeah, N-Y-E-A-H. Go ahead and put that in the chat, folks, and we'll get this rolling. Let me just get Mond up on screen so that she can enjoy this with us. So I'll give you just a second. And give me... Wait a second. Oh, I probably have to move it up here. Oh, there we go. Cool. Got it. There we go. Okay, folks, get ready. All right. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Docs? How you doing? I'm back, stinkers. Yeah. Here we go. Just a little bit. Yeah, rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party. Yeah, yeah. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to. Yeah, yeah. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit. Yeah, yeah. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear, yeah, voices singing, let's be jolly, yeah. The halls with boughs of holly, rocking around the Christmas, yeah. Have a happy holiday. Hands in the chat, everyone dancing merrily in the New York old-fashioned way. Yeah. Did you get carrots in your stockings for Christmas? Everybody? Yeah. Yeah. Feliz Navidad. Oh yeah, right home again. I love it. Yeah. I'll tell that to Daffy. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear, voices singing, let's be jolly, the halls with boughs of holly, rocking around the Christmas, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the old-fashioned way. And a tip of the cap to Cucamonga. That's all, folks.
I say that's pretty good.
Thank you again, E-Flat. I appreciate that so much. Give our friend E-Flat a follow, too, in the chat if you're not already. Thank you for the claps and for the carrots in the chat and the nyaz. Pump it up. I love it. All right. Now, question, Mond. Did you get the sandwich you have yet? Like, to actually, like, to literally to eat? Is it arrived?
No, I didn't.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I do have stuff I can make later, though.
Okay.
But I could tell you what the sandwich was.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was a pastrami. It was a hot pastrami panini sandwich.
Oh man, panini? You say?
Yeah.
Oh
panini.
Man, that's a good one. Holy mackerel. Yeah. Good call from your local deli. That's great. So good.
It's actually like 40 minutes away. So.
Well, the cool thing is with your setup, you can eat it once it gets here. You'd be good to go. So.
Yeah.
I love it. Choxy sounds so yummers. Love it. Folks, so again, also give our friend Choxy a follow. Let us go and introduce to you our staple of the program, and that is what we call. Oh, I don't have to move my mic for this part. This is what we call the Sandwich of the Week. All right, Mond, get ready. Here comes the sandwich.
All right, I'm ready.
You ready? Here we go.
I'm ready.
A classic. One last time. Kappa, smiley. Because we know it's not really the last time. They say it is. We know it's not really. But why would I meander on this anymore? It's the famous or infamous, depending on your point of view, McDonald's McRib. There it is.
God.
I see.
No, McRib is back.
It's back, baby.
I forgot. God.
There you are.
Oh, jeez.
Farewell tour. But I was reading an article that says that it's probably not going to actually be the farewell tour. We're not buying that.
Yeah.
Who would buy that? I'm trying to get this in focus.
You never know.
You could go like 5 years and not see. You do sometimes you do go like a solid 2 years not seeing it though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So it's like what was that thing that they always never like they get rid of and then they just never quote unquote really get rid of it. There's like another one that they like hide and get rid of.
Oh, like McDonald's or just like.
There's another company that does it. I think Jack in the Box does it. Jack in the Box and Taco Bell are notorious for it.
Oh yeah. Well, it's interesting. You talk about the Taco Bell, right? They brought back the Mexican pizza. They're like, we're getting rid of Mexican pizza. Like, well, one, why are you getting rid of Mexican pizza? That's just like that's not smart. It's a really good product. They brought it back, and then like they're like, oh, we brought it back, and like. Y'all shouldn't have gotten rid of it in the first place. It was so good,
Look, you already know my opinion about Taco Bell and Del Taco, and you already know which one's gonna win always.
Yeah. Kane, welcome in. What's going on? Oh my, yeah, that's very true. Actually, what's interesting, Mond, is like my second choice was gonna be Del Taco. I was gonna bring in some Del Taco, but I'm like, how do you get a sandwich for Del Taco? Like the one I would have come up with.
You can get a sandwich. You can get a Del.
You can get a burger at Del Taco.
You can get a burger.
Yeah.
You can also get a pizza.
What?
Yeah, you can get a pizza.
You can get a pizza at Del Taco?
Yeah, you can also get churros.
Iokane, how are you doing? How's your weekend going? What's going on? It's a good. Iokane's a great community member here, folks. So, y'all, we are very blessed to have Iokane here at Del Taco. Did you read that? Read that.
I saw that.
That's pretty good. So here you go. This one's for you, everybody. And I think Rahoma says it's in McBomination. Listen, I never said it was necessarily high quality food. But whenever it's out, I'm like, I just gotta have it at least once.
Just once. Just ruin your diet once.
Exactly.
It is so... I can rant so much about McDonald's and how they cook their food. It's so bad.
I know. We all know.
We all know. We still eat it though. Because apparently, for some reason, we can't stand not having MSG in our crap. So.
But
I mean, that's what all that's what everybody else like. Look, if you don't have MSG, you're not doing it right.
Oh my god. Special K, what's going on? Pump it up. It's good to see you again. Welcome in. Our good friend Special K from the Brookstone Bards is here. Who had lead vocals on a track on the Songworks Volume 1 album named You. Really good, folks. Check out that album, Songworks Volume 1. If any of the mods have a link for that in the chat, feel free to put that in too. Iokane says, honestly, probably for the best. Because Special K says, I've never had a McRib. And Iokane says, honestly, probably for the best. And I'm not going to argue that either. Like, it probably is to your benefit. You're very welcome. Oh my goodness, absolutely. Just listened to the whole thing last night on my stereo. I was like, man, that was some good stuff. Good stuff. Chat agreeing. Consider yourself fortunate for not having a McRib, says E flat. Yeah.
Look, I'm fortunate enough that I was able to get a pastrami sandwich, a fresh made pastrami sandwich. Mm-hmm. That's hard to find out here.
That's true. That is true.
It is really hard to find. And the place I ordered from was, it is a local place out in, I think, Crossings near us. So it was really good. So
you're right. I mean, it's something I take for granted, like living in a city, basically. Like we have access to like deli food like that.
You have access to everything.
This is true. That's true. Pretty close.
Even like clothing tailors.
Well, tailors, I see. I have not taken advantage of the tailors. I've only really thought of the food end of it. Really,
it's crazy.
Yeah. Norm, so good to see you. Real scary Norm. So nice to see you. Welcome in. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, LG! 11 months, pump it up. Let's go. Thank you so much for the 11-month resub. Let's see. But so tell us more about the Taylor situation. That sounds like
surprisingly, a lot of people in this house they play either LARP or cosplay. So LARP is if anyone doesn't know, is live action role play. So we actually hit people with foam sticks, but a lot of people don't realize that the strategy behind it is you're not supposed to damage or injure anybody. You're supposed to be able to have a soft hit. Well, they don't play normal LARP. They play Belagarth, which is basically heavy combat LARP. So you hit someone as hard as you want, as hard as you can.
Mm-hmm.
So one of my friends just got actually a tailor job out in Hemet. So he's living his dream basically at this point. He's got the job that he really wanted to do. A lot of us, my buddy, one of my other roommates used to do commissions and make cosplays. He made a massive, I think 6-foot Master Chief armor from Halo, like the first Halo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he made the entire armor set. Then he went in crafting. I mean, he's actually, we keep telling him, you gotta put the metal nail protectors on eBay or something, or Etsy.
Mm-hmm.
People would kill for that.
Yeah,
basically,
you're right.
He made his own, because he kind of messed up his thumb, because he had a really crazy job. He drilled his thumb on accidentally.
Oh my god! What?
On with a drill press.
What?
So it's like crap. I cannot touch anything. I can't do anything. Screw this. And he goes get some brass and he just makes a fake nail on his nail, and it looks fantastic. Like, it
Oh my
looks really
God.
nice. I'm like, why the heck you don't do these? Why aren't you a jeweler? What the heck?
That's a pro
So,
right there. He can make
yeah.
a nail, a
A
fingernail,
fake nail. A fake
and it
fingernail.
looks like the real thing.
No, it's not the real thing, but like a metallic version of it to
Mhm.
protect his any further. He's like, screw this,
So
I'm putting
good.
on all my nails, and he just works with them like that. It's really cool.
So I do want to say hello to the LG Music. And says can't stick around a whole lot but pump it up, but definitely back at you. It's great to see you for a little bit tonight. I believe. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Feel free to vibe it out as long as you want, as long as you can, and we're glad to have you here. So we actually now the counter for the followers is off too. I'll adjust that in a minute, but we do have a new bit goal: 20,000 bits. This if we can get it within the month for a Davey Santa suit stream.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know what I would do. I guess I'd just sing karaoke or something.
You could just sing karaoke, or you could just play
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
anything.
Won't worry about that right now. I mean, we didn't. That's a big number. It would take a lot, so it's all right. But yeah, I mean, you're really right about LA. There's a lot going on here, and it's pretty cool. Let me think. Is there anything else we wanted to get into?
Living here sucks, but the accessibility is great.
Wait, what was that?
Living here sucks, accessibility, but the accessibility is great.
Oh, I see. Traffic must be good, right?
Traffic's bad.
Wait, are you talking about where I live? Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, the accessibility is great. Living there sucks. Accessibility is great.
Oh, I see what you mean. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing about it is, if you're in California at all, traffic's going to be bad, basically. At this point,
Expect to sit on a 2 hour,
right?
10 miles for 2 hours.
If you're south of Thousand Oaks, traffic is going to be bad. Like it doesn't. It just doesn't.
No, it's not anymore. It's all the way backed up the 91 to the 10. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, I mean, going east, absolutely. It's funny. Like I used to not think that area was a traffic problem, but like you said, the 91 exists. So Corona.
Yeah, and then and going through the mountains is just as bad because people are trying to get around it, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And just backs it up even more.
Yeah. Oh man, Iocane. I believe it. Iocane says I'm in Oakland and traffic is a real mixed bag. I've been.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I've driven up there a bunch of times, and it's completely right. Like it can be all over the. It can be. It can go It could go any which way, up that way. I was shocked at that Iocane actually when I first did a road trip like north, because I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to the A's game and I'm gonna leave from South Bay, and it was like I'll get there in about 45 minutes. I'm like, that did not happen. It was so bad. It was so bad. I was late.
Yeah.
Just like
just traffic anywhere. I mean, New York is the same way, but you can go on a bike in New York or walk, and you'll be there in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's actually right.
Or take a train.
Portland was pretty rough too. I was in Portland during that same trip, and like, man, Portland traffic is a beast.
I mean, Choxy can vouch for that. She used to live in Portland for so long. So.
Yeah. Okay, so as time goes on, traffic gets worse and worse. I remember 10 years ago, it wasn't nearly as bad as it is nowadays. Yeah, this is also true. Like I've definitely seen that, and literally anywhere. Like it doesn't matter where you live. Like you'll see that happen, and you're like, well, why? Well, because the population grows. Like it's pretty basic math, but it happens. It's just part of life, and we'll roll through it. Find ways.
Always do.
Yeah, we do, and we've also found ways to communicate and do things without having to travel in a car. Things like Zoom.
Mankind always finds a way. So does nature.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I've always been thinking about that. Like, remember the story of Noah's Ark? Like, that could... No, that's a pretty extreme case, but I'm just saying, like, you're right. Nature...
It's possible.
Has its own ways. It is possible. Nothing is ever impossible in life. Nothing. So that's a good point. But, yeah. So we've covered a lot here. Oh, people are really excited about your art. Is there any kind of art you'd like to show us before we?
Yeah, I do think I have a few pieces that I've done. I've actually done. Surprisingly, I've redone her. I've redone a logo for Choxy.
Okay.
Which is great. So, let me go ahead and see if I can.
Okay. Take your time.
It's up real fast. I got it. I mean, I've been busy a lot, so finding a lot of stuff, doing a bunch of stuff around here and there. Let's see. It's Choxy. All right. So, let's see. I will send them to her way. There's a lot, so. Within this past year, I think I've made at least 5 to 6 different pieces. So, that one. Those. Mark. So, I have a different way of expressing other people. I've worked on art. I've worked on a bunch of stuff. I delve into almost anything at this point. Actually, I actually have the latest drawing from last time, by the way.
Okay.
From the draw together. Show that one too. There's a bunch of pieces that I've done personally. That I've worked on. One of the big ones was also for another streamer. So I've worked with a lot of people. But those. That's all I'm gonna do for now. This is the latest one. Just gonna load the processing here. There you go. So
now is that? Can you display that on your screen, or should I?
I can show them on my screen.
Okay.
It just be a little bit more different.
Okay.
So let me a couple seconds, and I'll just show them up.
You can send me a link too. That'd be fine. Let me see.
Yeah, I sent them to your DMs as well, so you just pop.
Oh, okay, great. I see them.
Yeah,
okay, great.
a little bit easier.
Give me just a second here, and then just put them on my browser cap. We can get this together. 1 second. Oh, I see them. This looks really good. Wow.
Yeah, I think the last year's I could show this one off. This one's probably still in a work in progress. It's always endless loop of stuff.
Wow, these folks. Wait till you see these. These look amazing. I'm just trying to get them all in there, so just need a minute or two, but I'll get it up.
I think I have another one. This is her panels. So we've done.
Okay, so we have this one. They're really, and as you would expect from many artists, each of these are really high resolution. So it's pretty impressive stuff, folks. So let me go ahead and good for a 4K screen and beyond.
Oh yeah!
Wow! Look at this.
I make things in high resolution for reasons as well.
Right.
Some bigger pictures require less DPI but more resolution because you're getting a bigger picture.
Gotcha.
So it gets really, really big really quick.
Okay. So let me just start with this one, and then I'll try to circle around to the other one. So
yeah.
Let me just do. I'll copy as many of them as I can. Some of these I might run out of time for. Is there anybody else? The letter. Can I do the letter?
Yeah, you can do the letter.
Okay.
Yeah. All the stuff that you have is all officially public now,
okay. So give me. I'm going to go to the browser cap now, folks. We're going to start with. This one. So this is. Let me just make sure it's showing up. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that impressive, everybody? And that's just the tip of the iceberg. So this is the Choxy logo. That looks so cool. That looks so good. Oh, hey, Javar. How's it going? Welcome in. Welcome. Can we give yeah, thank you for the shout out. So Javar is an awesome musician. Good to see you again tonight, Javar. Okay, so that's one. And then here's another logo. I'm not exactly sure what the differences are. Feel free to.
So one's a shortened version. One's a much. Sure to see what's going on over there because I opened up one of the files that I've been working with. So that one's actually the original. That was the original base logo. It's just shorter. One of them was designed for desktop. One of them's not. One of them's just for concept.
Okay. So we do have an alternate one. So let's see what the alternate looks like. Okay. So that's more of a
square. So that one's just actually a smaller version, so it's easier to just display and everything's there.
Right. And it's in a square, so that's cool. Very good. Okay, so next we have this drawing. Now was this the canvas collab?
This was actually the draw together. There's Jade's and mine and Mimi's signature.
Oh, I see. So which one of these? This is Jade.
Jade is so we actually have it everywhere. So Jade's is on the bottom left. I had the dead center.
Oh yeah.
Mimi's is all right. So yeah, and then all the little spinny galaxies are all made by Mimi.
Oh wow!
So yeah, Jade has one. It's down there with the LGBTQIA.
Okay.
One
here?
as well.
Right here.
Yeah, the one that's right next to the bottom left of the asteroid.
Oh, you can't really see that. I'm sorry. Let me go. Let me just let me hide you for a
Oh,
second so that everybody can see.
it's
Oh, wrong side. This side. There we go. So that's what
there we
that
go.
looks like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's Jade's.
Wow,
So
Jade. Pretty good. Check it out, everybody. Yeah, very spacey themed. You even have a rocket ship in there. I wonder who did
oh
that
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Is that you?
The rocket ship?
Mm-hmm.
No, that was not me.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
the rocket ship that was me.
Oh, it was you.
The rocket
Okay,
ship was
yeah.
mine. Yeah, the rocket ship was mine. My idea. And
And
the
then you
year was
got
just trying to get. I was warming. That was warming up the weenier, and then it was like, all right, let's go somewhere else.
yeah.
So
Eflat says, "Is that Among Us?" Oh, that's a good
yes,
question.
it is
That is Among Us,
it's a
right? Yeah, yeah.
non-binary Among Us.
Very much so. Like, take a look.
Yeah.
So, like, let me hide these again. That is the Among Us caricature right there on the
Yep.
bottom left. Yeah.
Yep.
Good eye. Wow.
We turned that was a normal astronaut, and then I turned it into a cat and then we threw some space debris in there for a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate yeah. I think that's really nice of you all to say. Special cases, that's beautiful. And Eflat says that's epic. And
Yeah.
he also says sus.
So
That's great.
we also I have yours, by the way, the one that you were.
Oh, the one I
involved
did.
with, too.
It won't be nearly
Yeah.
as good as this. I think. just say.
Well, it still had some good art. It still had really. It also had more artists as well.
That's true. That's true.
We had more than
Quite
one
a bunch.
person there too.
Okay. Oh yeah, go ahead and send that
But
too. We'll
I
go through
have
these first.
one of the things I've actually done.
Mhm.
This was actually officially commissioned as a tattoo art.
Which
it
one?
was
This one right here?
project.
Or are we looking?
No, that was a commission for it's called a PNG avatar.
Oh, okay.
Basically, that's why there's two iterations. One's mouth closed and mouth open. So they're designed to
Right.
they talk. Imagine 3D avatar, but like 2D avatar, but just talking.
Yep.
It's a still image.
Oh
So,
yeah, definitely.
you can tell. Yeah, you can tell.
I've definitely seen this on.
That is Ocelots. That is actually a Playful Ocelots avatar that I remade for them.
I wondered. I thought it might have
So-
been familiar. I've been there. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. So the way it works is like basically you can just you can alternate these.
It basically, when you talk, it's
Yeah.
a sensitivity activation, so it'll flip to a certain threshold, and it'll just flip the image, and then when you stop talking, there's a delay, just like a gate or compression. It just acts like that, basically. It's really interesting
Absolutely.
how well the community has built these devices that or apps that we can use freely
Yeah.
for free. So
That is really, really nicely done. Look at that, everybody. I mean, the color, it's so sharp. Like, I'm really impressed with it.
yeah, he did want a really more purple color, and I told him like, look, that's gonna clash with black.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, how? And I showed him the two different types. I desaturated it a little bit. It's like, I love that. I'm like, all right, you good with this? Like, yes, I love it. So and we
Sweet.
kept it that way.
Nice.
So
All right, so this is a logo. This is a logo for Canman.
Canman 10,000 actually.
10?
If you don't know what that's the Roman numeral for 10,000.
Wow. I didn't even know they had Roman numerals for 10,000.
10,000. They actually
Wow.
have a Roman numeral for millennium, for
Yeah.
a million too, I believe.
Wow.
1,000 years. So they have 1,000, 10,000,
Mhm.
I think 100,000. I think that's the last. That's as far
Okay.
as I think they went or something.
This is sick right here. This is and you got the gradients and everything. That's really good.
That
logo.
one. So the one is if I think there was another one there. I think a little bit after. It's basically not as gradient, not as 3D or 3D looking, but it's a flat, but the same background.
Oh yeah,
completely
yeah.
flat.
I have it here. Give me just a second. I'll put that up too. So we'll just have to replace this one. So that should be it.
Yep, that's it.
That's it.
So it's very simple, but it doesn't kill your eyes. It's not like a flashbang to your face all the time. So.
Right. Okay, so now these next two are pretty phenomenal. Like, look at this one. This one's called, I think this is for Choxy's channel. I'm not sure.
This is all the next three ones are all Choxy's new
Yeah.
banners that I've just made for her. So
this goes on. This is
she
part of the Twitch page, right? So
yeah. So I used she bought some emotes, but he's like, all right, I gotta change this up so it looks better. So like, how does it fit a tea house theme? I'm like, you know what? Paper. Let's do scripture paper. So I actually have a scripture texture. If you look close enough, you can see the small little texture of paper with it. And it looks like writing, basically ink writing. So
Oh, that's hard for. It's hard for. I mean, I can see it in the Discord, but it's harder for me to see it on the. On the.
yeah, it's really hard to see on the webpage, but it's there.
If I zoom in though,
So
maybe you would see it. Let's take a look. It's still kind of hard to see, just because. But I know.
it's subtle. It's not supposed
Yeah.
to be like paper, but it still looks like paper
Yeah.
if you look at it at a distance.
It looks pretty. Yeah, I'm down with it. I can. I mean, when you look at it from a distance, you can see it more. It's interesting because you can see it more when you look at it from a distance, and so when I get
Yeah.
farther away, it's more obvious. But it's very
And
cool.
also depending on if you're a lot of people don't realize I've actually have to program these print. I have to color balance every monitor that I have, especially if I'm doing merchandise because I work in Pantones. Like this art that you see here is made in Pantone.
Mm-hmm.
You put it on you put it on a poster or a piece of paper, it'll come out in exactly that color that came in that you look at. Because, they have color references and you're like, okay, that's that color. What color is that on this reference? And you go through it and you look at it, it's like, okay, that's what that color's for. I
Right.
don't like that color. I could go up one, and you can go up one to get the most accurate version of what you specifically want.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
It really is. Like that's really really wild. So now I Rahomo's comment request in the chat's pretty brilliant. 10,000 maniacs with that Roman
Yeah.
numeral. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So here's another panel from the Choxy's Twitch page. This is the rules panel. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like you can see this. I think what I'm really impressed with is also, besides the parchment paper look in the background, is the I call it layout, but just like where things are positioned. You wouldn't believe like how important that is, and how
It is very important.
huge.
It's also depending on how you use your letters and what colors you're using.
Mm-hmm.
So if you haven't noticed, and a lot of people, the first thing that it draw to your attention was, well, of course, rules, but right next to it, it's the most boldest, the most contrasting letter, and it directs your eye downward
Yeah.
to the rules. It tells you be respectful, be civil, no bigotry, no bullying, stuff like that. And then same thing, it's slightly more bold, but you can still see it.
Right. Right. So the attention needs to be on.
It's just all about flow.
Yeah. Big time flow.
So
It's really good. Like, and one thing that's really important, and I don't know if necessarily you had any input on this, but emphasizing the parts that needed to be emphasized is great. And
yeah, putting things in bold and putting things in bold and emphasizes like you need to look at this type of deal.
Yeah.
For me, more of you need to look at this, especially if it's very simple. You can put something in bold, but if you put it in simple and then it's just very thought fine or just basic writing, no one will draw their attention to that.
yeah, and you want to put, you don't want to put too much text on this panel, because then it
No,
just gets
you
cluttered and
don't.
you can't read it.
It's straight. It's supposed to be very straight to the point. What is it? Very straight to the point and very easy to understand from every point of view.
No, that's
So-
really great. And I'm wondering, like, where do you get what kind of a graphic would you use for this? And it says here's the
So-
key, and then like that's perfect. Like that illustrates it perfectly.
The program I've actually used is actually you can buy it right now. I think for $100 for the entire suite.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, and you're gonna be surprised about this, it's made by Affinity, which is the people who made serif.
Wow.
It's made by serif. The people who made the font. So
The people
it's
who
called
hate the font.
yeah,
No kidding.
yeah. The font type serif is Affinity, so it's called Affinity, but it's an entire suite. You also got Affinity designer, publisher, and photo, and they're one price. And the crazy part is, it works with CAD. You can put a CAD dopping in, works just fine.
Wow.
They have so many examples of how much you use this. People, I started using Affinity Designer because it's very easy. It's very quick. I can pump things out. Like I've tweeted out. It's like, this is great. I am so happy. And then they came out with V2 recently, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they got an export persona. It's what they call different tabs. It's personas. You got vector, and you got rasterized, and then you have or called pixel persona normally, right? So it's basically using raster layers versus vectors. And then you have export, which basically allows you to export almost anything. You can essentially you can import a PSD file into this and it'll work just fine and export just fine as well.
How versatile is that? That's really, really good. So
Yeah.
now let's continue with let's show you some more of these creations. So now we're gonna kind of get into like more. So this is we're gonna get into like more. I
So
don't.
that is a anime version of what you see now, which is my character Mond.
Oh,
I
okay.
had a fan art. Someone made a fan art of it.
Mm-hmm.
Person went to him was like, "Hey, I love how this was made. Can I, put it in, draw it digitally or color it digitally?" And I said, "Go for it." And they saw it and like, "Oh my God, I love this." So they absolutely loved how it came out
Yeah.
because it's what they wanted to see. A lot of people will, if you make fan art for me or if anyone, I always love people making a character because I will sometimes, if I really, really like it, I'll draw it. If you just draw it in ink and say, "Hey, I enjoy what you're doing. Can you ink this for me?" It's awesome. He's like, "Can you do it on stream?" Oh, hell yeah. Do it,
Great.
you know,
And I was
because you get stuff like this.
yeah, that it's really impressive, and you can see there's additional color texture behind the head, which I think is really great. It kind of reminds me a little bit of finger paint. I don't want to minimize it on any level, but it looks really cool. Like
I
it.
do have older pieces, physical pieces, traditional pieces as well. You can also show off if you want to.
Oh, okay. Oh, I've seen them firsthand. Like I was presented one, and it's pretty colorful.
It's
So,
it's it's I don't remember which one I sent you. Which one did I show you?
it had the skull, I think.
Oh, the Red Skull. I
Yeah.
actually sold that piece finally.
Really
Yeah,
cool.
I sold it for 200.
Very cool. Wow. Congratulations.
Sold
That's
it. It was
pretty
a
good.
big. It was like it was a massive project. I got it done.
Yeah.
It's like I'll buy that. I'm like, wait, are you serious? Like, yeah. It's like, why? It's not even finished. Like, finish it. I'll buy it. Like,
Wow.
okay, okay.
I mean, I love that. Oh, let's catch up in chat. Special K says, I've used Affinity Photo. It is very similar to Photoshop. And Javar says, yeah, besides Photoshop, it's the best one.
Yeah. Photoshop does a great job with,
Mm-hmm.
their art and doing the stuff, but lately they've been increasing the prices significantly because it's been so
Oh,
much of a standard that people are getting sick of it. Like people's like they can't get enough of it and they compare it to other things like this is nothing compared to this and this. And Krita came out and like I love this piece. I go to Photoshop, I can barely manage it. It sucks up all your data, everything that just to run the dang thing. And it just breaks a lot of tablets. It has problems they have never finished at all. Where like I go to Krita, I'm like, I can literally hack this entire thing and it'll still work. And they allow it. They encourage it.
yeah.
So basically Krita is a hacked version of GIMP.
Oh, I was gonna say
It is a hacked
that
version of GIMP.
that's a great wow. That really boils it down in one sentence. I've used GIMP too, and
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. GIMP is, you know, it takes a little while to get used to how to use something like GIMP, but it's pretty solid as well.
I've enjoyed Krita, I think, more than Photoshop because it
Wow.
offers so much more customizability to my pens. I can very specifically define what my type of style pen I want, or how sensitive my pen I want to be, or what kind of textures I want.
Yeah.
I can make anything I want in a work.
Hmm.
You know, Krita's great, and one of the things that really drove it home was I can animate on it
Yeah.
for free. Where you can go to any other animating like 2D animation software and it costs hundreds, thousands.
Yep.
Where Curtis uses FFmpeg, which is the conversion tool
Hmm.
for most video editors. So
Well,
that's what most people use to convert
yeah.
videos.
It's really interesting how and just let me catch up on a couple more things. So this is the it's kind of hard to see it that way because it's supposed to be up against the back. Oops.
It's actually you could still see it surprisingly if you actually have like color accurate. That's actually fully in Pantone. I actually have an image of it
Ah.
physically in my picture on my mat, and it
Mhm.
looks exactly the same color as that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Neat. Yeah, Pantone is pretty awesome in that regard.
pretty cool.
But that's why they developed it. They just wanted that accuracy to be reflected.
Even though it's one of the most expensive, it is one of the most best versions you can get.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do one
$1,000
more,
per
and then we're
game.
gonna do Boom Roasted for the real scary Norm. So good to see you tonight, Norm. Welcome in.
So this was a tattoo.
Wow.
which I also got
Ooh.
permission. I got permission. I can sell this on a T-shirt or wherever I want. So I can sell it on merch. It's really easy to sell. So, a lot of the time people's like, "Hey, why can't we buy this?" Like, I'm just gonna make some buy more affordable stuff so people can actually have it. Just have a
Yep.
sticker, slap it on there.
Yeah. Chat's going.
So
Chat's going gaga for it. They love it.
yeah,
Snorm says, "Woot root, that's gorgeous." Special K says, "That's
thank you.
awesome."
Yeah,
It is awesome.
it takes a lot of time,
Mm-hmm.
but the patience. It's actually art actually taught me patience.
Yeah.
Holy crap, did it teach me patience? I was one impatient kid when I was young.
I see. Yeah, E-Flat's floored, he says. It is really impressive. Like, you look at the depth of color on each of the skulls, everyone, like, you can see the shadowing. It's really good. Like, I'm very,
This
yeah.
was this was actually one of the projects that I did for school, and was also a tattoo because we had to do it for a tattoo. And the guy's like, "I want that tattoo. Can I have that for a tattoo?" I was like, "You really want this for a tattoo?" It's like, "Yeah, it looks cool."
That's
Like,
great. That is
so
so,
he's like, "I can just take out the background and I'll
yeah.
take it." I'm like, "Okay." I've been
Absolutely.
stashed so many times, like, "Hey, can I have that?" I'm like, "I've been done with it."
Yeah, that's
But
really great. It's really
I
great.
I'm really humbled that I get the chance to make things that I really enjoy, or like
Absolutely.
what I enjoy doing. So
Kudos to you getting, that really speaks to how good your art is. That people are going out of their way to ask for it like that. That's really neat.
I've yeah, back then it's like, oh cool, that's great.
Mhm.
But lately it's just holy crap.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, you want this? I'm like,
Mhm.
okay. I think one of the best pieces I've done traditionally, it still makes me smile because of how well I did and
Mhm.
how impressed
Yeah.
the person was floored. They wanted me to send it to them. I got to send it to them. I gave
Yeah.
it to them. So this person actually had a cosplay of this. I really liked the cosplay, which was
Mhm.
just like a skull cat, which is the next one that's popping up. This was done traditionally. It took me about 3 to 4 hours to do it because I wanted to make sure it was nice and presentable.
How did you get it to digital form? If
The
you're,
digital form,
yeah.
that this one, are you talking about the staff or the one I just sent in Discord?
Oh no,
That
the
wasn't
one that's still on
digital.
screen.
That was
Like,
yeah, the one on screen is completely digital.
oh, okay, never mind,
It was
never mind.
drawn from hand. It's off. This was supposed to be a tattoo from thought, if that makes sense.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
So I had to use zero reference, no point of reference, no nothing, just straight from the mind, and without any guidance. I never had to use a guide. None of this was guide.
That's
It's like
insane that you could do that without any guidance. That is really, really
what
good.
the
Wow.
cool part is,
Yeah.
eventually you get to the point where
Hmm.
you can, and get to a point where you can draw digitally
Hmm.
because the ability to erase isn't a problem. Whereas, like, if you do a
Yeah.
piece on stuff, you erase, it ruins the paper.
Oh
You keep
yeah.
erasing, it'll ruin more and more and more every time you keep erasing.
I hear that.
You know,
Hmm.
so like this one, for instance, that I just sent, it's one of my favorite. It's one of my most favorite, and I was the most proud of
Okay.
when
Well,
I when I released it.
let's get to it in a minute. But first,
Yeah.
oh, not this button. This button. First, let's do this one for the real scary Norm. Boom roasted. Hey Norm, you are really scary. You're so scary that I'm scared by how much I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being a part of this tonight. It's really been great to meet you, Norm, and thank
You're
you for
so
stopping
scary. You scare the ghost away, and I appreciate that.
by. Boom roasted. That's a dual effort like that. We both did that collabed on that one. Boom roasted. Norm, thank you so much for that point redeem. That was really fun. That was really good, Mond. You do this so much better than me. So good. Boom, I feel burnt, says the real scary Norm. Special K, I downloaded Procreate for my daughter on her iPad because she had gone through so many sketchbooks. I agree, you go through a lot of paper. She's a whiz now in the digital stuff. Pretty cool. Okay, so the last one we're going to show and then we'll go to our tier list.
Mhm.
Oh, this is great. And I love that you zoomed out a bit on it. Just so let me show it to
This
everybody.
was all the tools I used. I like to show off the tools I used because a lot of people don't realize like all this stuff is what I used.
Yeah. Yeah, take a look,
So
everybody. I mean, you can see all the detail. And look at all the pens, and you have a is that a brush? Is that a...
yeah, those are two brushes. Those are it's called ink wash. It's one of
Okay.
the techniques that I use in this one. And then I
Gotcha.
use two sponge brushes. That sponge on the blue sponge was a literal sponge I just cut up,
Oh,
cut up a bunch of times. And just
the
added.
blue
It was
one?
like, heck
Oh,
yeah, this looks cool.
I do see that. Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. Isn't that great? And you get the ruler there just to show the scale and the keyboard.
Yeah, this was actually the time, surprisingly, this was the time where I actually felt healthier. This is where I actually started getting healthier. This was actually the point where I still felt healthier after, all I've been through. This was last year. So I was like, oh my God, I could draw. I was so happy I was able to come back and draw for so many people.
Definitely.
People missed it. I'm like, crap. I missed this.
That's gotta feel so good.
So,
oh my gosh. That's great.
Definitely.
That's so cool. All right, so I mean that just gives you a good synopsis of all the great work that Mond Sumerki does. It is very, very cool, folks. Just to repeat, Mods, can we give a shout out to Mond one more time in the chat, just so that if you're not following our friend Mond, I advise you do so, because you'll get to see that in real time. Well, more or less real time, right? Like when you're doing art streams.
Yeah, basically, most of the time I'd set up a sketch. I'm like, okay, I like the sketch because I want to get a basic idea of like, is it worth streaming? Awesome, it's great. Okay, I want to stream this, and I will start. I streamed maybe 10 hours one time, and just start to finish. I sat there and I zoned out. I maybe list probably like a few people in chat. I'm like, but I zoned out. But it's like, I look back, I'm like, yeah, I like this. People will always play my sounds to scare the crap out of me because I get so in depth in it. That's how they get my attention. Is they play my sounds.
Yeah.
Like, oh crap! Don't do that.
Thank you so much for the shouts, Mahomo. I appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, I can't recommend the channel enough. It's good stuff, folks. So so everyone, let's now investigate the matter of holiday treats. And it's been a privilege having this breakdown. And just to remind everyone, we're also raising funds for our friend Choxy. And we're hoping that we can. I would love to contribute as well after stream. I'll make sure to do so. So, So thank you again for raising the attention to that very noble cause. Like, it's really great. And so now let's get into some fun. Let's bring some holiday snacks. There are your categories. Right. Snow day at the top, lump of coal at the bottom. And so you've seen our our tier list shows before, I believe, Mon. So let's go.
Yep, I've critiqued it so much, so many times.
Most certainly.
I nitpicked every food category that people would pick.
This is true. And we love it. We're here for it. We love it. Yeah. It's great. So I gotta put some festive DMCA authorized holiday music. I don't know if that exists, but
yeah.
We're gonna try. We'll see if this works.
There is a playlist.
There is a
playlist? I'll tell you one after stream.
Is it related to? But is it festive?
Yes, it is. It's lo-fi Christmas. Lo-fi Christmas.
I will investigate that. That's great.
It's free to use.
I love it.
Yeah. The resources, right?
Absolutely. But I mean, if you have the link on you, I'll take it.
Sure.
Throw that in there. That'll make my life. That'll make things a little easier, I think. So, is it a Spotify playlist or just a?
It could be a Spotify. I can grab it. Yeah, there's a Spotify playlist for it too. I don't know if you want.
Is it on YouTube normally? Like, because if it's YouTube,
it could be anywhere. He has the person that made it has a site dedicated to it. Really? A Spotify playlist dedicated to it.
Okay.
And a YouTube dedicated to it.
Okay. I could probably just search for it on YouTube straight away, as long as I know what the name is.
It's called Stream Beats, actually.
Oh, okay.
He's made plenty of albums. They're all freely.
Okay. I think I have it. So cool. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. I've been
royalty free. It's called Royalty Free Christmas. Lo-fi Christmas.
Royalty Free Christmas. Free Christmas. I love that. That's great. Thank you.
And he went from streaming to like, I want to make this because no one has access to it. This sucks. I want to give everyone access to it. So he gets people together, songwriters. He's actually made a freaking rock song, and it's awesome.
Really?
It's all completely royalty free. He made his own studio. That's the playlist if you want to.
Oh, I see it. Okay, I see it. Yep. Okay. So let me just look it up. I think I could do this here.
He's got lots of music. He's also got metal. He's got metal playlists now too.
No shit.
He's got lo-fi, metal, jet, like a lot of stuff. So Harris Heller.
Okay. Harris Heller. Sweet.
Guy's a legend.
I love it. All right, so here are the treats we're going to rank tonight. I'll go get this music started in a moment, but you've got Sandies, you've got Oreos, you've got Rice Krispie treats with the red and the green M&Ms. You have red velvet cookies. Holy, did you see that? Red velvet white chocolate. That looks unbelievable.
You're gonna have a massive debate with me if there's red velvet involved.
Not a fan?
Oh no.
No.
The complete opposite.
Ooh, okay. Well, we'll do it.
I see macaroons. I see lemon bars. I see dumplings. Gumdrop. You also got Kiss. I think Kit Shot cookies right there. Of course, the classic gingerbread, and they got the sugar cookies with snowman. And you got basic sugar cookies. Is that cinnamon bread, or is that pumpkin spice bread?
Let's go look at which one are you looking at? Let's see.
At
Over
the very
here,
middle one.
that looks like pumpkin
next
bread.
to the macarons. Yeah.
That looks like pumpkin bread. Yeah.
Yeah, you got the double fudge chocolate cookies. You got the basic classic chocolate chips. You got the chocolate covered sticks.
You have lemon bars.
Yeah, and lemon bars. They got the peanut butter cookies. Can't deny those. It cannot.
Can't.
Cannot deny that.
Okay,
So good.
let's go with the easy ones then. So peanut butter cookies, yeah, I mean,
easy snow day.
easy. I love it. Oh, Special K's familiar with Harris Heller. That's cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
So, many have spoken his praises.
The dumplings.
Oh, this sounds good. Thank you so much. Great call here. This is great.
Yeah.
Okay, so
let's go down the list.
Let's
do Sandy's.
Sandy's. Okay.
Yeah, let's do Sandy's. Let's do the main brand ones first.
Okay. So where would you like to put Sandy's?
Sandy's it's okay. I mainly go for C. I mean, they're basically the basic stuff. So
I like that. C's good. I think they're solid. I wouldn't go out of my way for them at this point, but yeah, I like it too. All right, so pretty sweet. So then we have Oreos are classics like these.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, surprisingly, it'll still be an irritate. It's a go-to if you want to get something sweet and easy. They're small enough to eat. Just break it apart. Entertaining. Easy A tier for me.
I like
but
it.
not snow day. Definitely not snow day.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, store-bought, snacks.
Store-bought cookies, but it's still like,
yeah.
you got the double stuff, the stuffed, and then we got the white Oreos too,
Yeah.
But not a big fan of white Oreos, actually.
I like them, but I would not put them. They're not as good as the A.
They're not good.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll put them as B.
Yeah.
Double stuff is kind of the same for me.
It's kind of B, because it's just like extra filling.
Yeah.
You get those time of modes where you get the extra filling, but not like all the time.
Right. So.
Okay,
so let's see. Now, churros. Oh my. Oh, no. You know what? These are not churros. These are chocolate covered pretzel sticks.
Yeah, it's chocolate covered pretzel sticks. I actually like chocolate covered pretzel sticks. Oh, it's a pretty easy B tier for me. Easy B tier. It's good, but like I'm not much of a sweet tooth person. But if I were to choose something salty sweet, that would do it. That's salty, sweet, crunchy. Besides a hard candy, bam.
I think this is a very solid B right here. If not A, it could be A for me. I would put it at A.
Oh well, you let chat decide this one.
Yeah, let's let the chat decide. Chat, feel free to weigh in on that. We'll put it B for now.
Yeah.
E flat says I always go double stuff with one F. That's right, one F, only one F. I mean, I don't blame you there. I don't blame you. Different strokes for different folks with the Oreos. Like you said, sometimes you are in the mood for it. Sometimes I'm in the mood for it too. So when you are, it goes great, especially with milk. Oh, it's Special Case now. Oh, okay, fam, I have to jet. Mond, it was great getting to know you a little bit more about you and your art. Followed, and I will have to check out a stream. Special K, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mirror that. Thank you so much, Kay. I appreciate you being here tonight. And don't forget to catch Special K and company tomorrow. I'm hopefully tomorrow on the big show. I assume there's gonna be a big show tomorrow. On the at Brookstone Bars. Check it out, everybody. But thanks for your time. Appreciate it. It's really cool how much she was involved with art. I was not completely aware that she worked with things like Photoshop and Lightroom and things like that.
Yeah, I have an associate's actually. It's the only degree I have. It's associate's in graphic design.
Oh, neat. Oh, okay. Yeah. Don't worry. Okay, yeah, right on. Special Case is no show tomorrow, and right on your end too. So no big show tomorrow because Pete has an IRL gig. Okay, no worries. But yeah, follow him anyhow because they're always a great hang. And
so sorry about that.
It's all good.
Hey, get cash back.
Get cash back.
I just got cash back.
Oh, okay. You got cash back right now.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
This just notifies you if I got cash back or not.
Oh, nice. All right, so look at how many cookies are on this list.
Yeah, this is
so many cookies. But,
okay, the classic chocolate chip, immediate ass snow day. You cannot go wrong with a warm, fresh baked
homemade
chocolate chip.
In particular,
homemade cookie.
Easy snow day. Easy call.
That's how you make someone's day.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Easy call. Choxy says Snickerdoodle too. That
can be an
I do like Snickerdoodles a lot. I
love Snickerdoodles, but I will not eat the crap out of them. If I had the chance, I won't eat the crap out of them.
I might though. So I probably here they are, right? These are the Snickerdoodles. So
yeah,
I'm gonna put them in A.
Yeah, I would put them high tier A. Let's do that.
High tier
they're really up there.
Yeah. It's like as close to snow day as you can get.
It's the easy go-to, but it's not like you're not like to die for, but there's good go-tos.
Choxy's all about them though. Choxy says, especially when they're just baked nice and warm, Snickerdoodle. Yeah, I mean, I'm totally with that.
Yeah.
They're not so great when they're stale, but when they are fresh, they're really good. Yeah, right. So
they become bricks.
Chocolate cookies, but with candy corn instead. Oh my gosh, Roma. Oh my gosh.
Look, it's when you get a stale Snickerdoodle, they are great ninja stars. Or chocolate replacements.
There are so many cookies that I want to rank way up high. Like these. This is like chocolate.
That's A. That's like if I get a real good chocolate craving.
I might put it higher, but I'm good with A.
I think that deserves snow day. If you got that chocolate craving, it goes right there.
It's so good. Like
it's just like
amazing.
Can't. As you can tell, I'm a massive sweet tooth. So I used to bake too. So
really? Okay, yeah.
Baking is my biggest things. What got me into cooking was baking. I'm like, I want to cook now. So I got to bake. The very first thing I baked was my own birthday cake at 5 years old.
You baked a birthday cake at 5? Wow.
5 years old.
Wow.
Funny story. My mom could not let me leave. Can't let me stay off the kitchen. She will not. She can't stand me being in the kitchen every time. She's like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna make you cook. So I learned to make my own mac and cheese, my chicken, and my cake. So I learned to cook at the age of 5. It's the easiest way to keep your kids from doing something stupid.
True that. So, what a success story there. So that's cool. That's great. Now we have a lot of really conversational pieces here. So chocolate covered Oreos are next level. Like these are great.
But they're not. They're not as good as normal basic Oreos.
It's an interesting question. That's an interesting point.
I technically don't like chocolate covered Oreos. They're basically very basic to me.
Well, I think the thing about it is that on paper they seem like they would be a home run. Like you'd think, oh, this is the best Oreo ever. But the problem is
they don't have crisp. They don't have that crunch.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much of a good thing. And the chocolate can be a bit of hit and miss. It may be too buttery sometimes.
Too good to be true.
Yeah. Oh, but Dromo says deep fried Oreos. Yes. That would
I
be
have
snow day
actually
every day.
never had a deep fart Oreo.
Oh, I can make them. I make them. I can make them. I'll make some.
You better send someone. I'll trade you. I'll trade you next time you come visit.
Nice,
I'll trade you
nice.
one of my homemade red velvet cakes.
Wait, I thought you said you didn't like red velvet.
I said I love it. That's the complete opposite of hate.
Oh,
I love the red velvet. That's why it's gonna be a really hard, tough decision to tell
I
me.
misinterpreted you. Okay. Oh man, I'm all about. That's a great trade. I would absolutely do that.
Oh, yeah,
that's a great trade.
I don't, and I'll make them portable. I'll make them red velvet muffin cakes.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. All right, so this is gonna be. I'm gonna actually put it B. For the exact reasons you mentioned, I just feel like this is a little bit of oversaturation with the chocolate covering. I mean, they are pretty good, but I think less is more when it comes to Oreos. So I think that's good. I think that's pretty well ranked. But yeah, E-Flat says, "Oh God, deep fried Oreos are a snow day, big time, big time."
Oh yeah, if this was on here, I would probably it. I believe what you know. I have never had one, so I'll believe them since they make it. You know, if you make it right, it tastes good.
It's. There's an argument to be made for deep fried Oreos being higher than Snow Day. That's how good they are. Like they are so good. But
it's freaking triple S. Like it's like extra. No, it's, that's extra Christmas.
Okay, so sliced neck snowmen. Where do you put them in their bloodied necks?
C tier. They're pretty big. Like I've seen. I've eaten. They're basically there for just like gingerbread man. They're the same way. They're just there for decorating at this point. You've tasted so much, so often, it kind of just, eventually you're just like, just meh. You know, they're just basic. Very basic,
The cookies are really basic. The taste is very basic. It's like basically sugar. Like it's...
Yeah, they're literally just frosted cover sugar cookies.
Can we also then put these in the same... I'm going to put these lower. Because I've never
I would put those lower.
They've never done it for me.
I would put lower.
I would even say lump of coal. Because we have to put
lump of coal.
We do have to
I know what those are. Lump of coal, 100%.
We have to put something there. So I feel like this is a good... Yeah, because
same with the basic. Same with basic sugar cookies.
Very basic. No, I mean, sugar cookies can be really good, but these tend not to be.
I honestly prefer... Because I've had two different versions of it. The ones that are really good, and the ones that actually... Because you can make really good ones or really crap ones.
Let's see.
And they turn bad real fast.
Let me zoom in on these just so people have a better idea what each one is. So these are like the snowman cookies, and they're basically just sugar cookies with like frosting on the top that are made into snowman. And then these are basic sugar cookies with frosting as well, but the problem is I get them from
fancier. They look fancier.
They look fancier, but it's still kind of just a really generic tasting cookie. So there's not much distinctive flavor from my experience. But I'd love to hear your all's thoughts on it. If you disagree, that's cool. We'd be happy to debate it. Sugar cookies are not lump of coal unless you get them stale. Well, the one thing I'll say to that, sugar cookies in and of themselves are definitely it's at least a C, but I'm always thinking of the ones I get from the really cheap ones I get that are store-bought. They're just not good.
100% agree with Homo right there, though.
Oh, no, we're there. We're there.
And
Breddington Frothing Slosh is not here to defend it.
Oh, gosh.
At least not right now. But, can I meet Joe halfway on the sugar cookies and say D? Because I can't put it in B.
The fancier ones can be D.
Yeah,
the fancier ones. Because sometimes like people over decorate them and like it's gonna be eaten. Why make them look stupid fancy? Make them look delicious, not fancy and decorative. Make them look delicious.
E-Flat says they're generic, but I will pound those. I would elevate them out of just lump of coal. Yeah, and okay, sounds good. So looks like we did that. So that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, so it was so funny because like when we were doing the holiday movies, like the Christmas movie show with Brett, I'm like, okay, so they have category. Let's name it fruitcake. He's like, oh, I like fruitcake. Oh my god, oops.
Oh gosh.
But I would not agree on that. I am not a fruitcake guy. So or I'm not a fan of fruit. I should be more specific. I am not a fan of fruitcake myself. Is what I mean to say.
So, side note, I'm actually speaking of movies, but I am looking forward to Violent Santa. That looks great.
Yeah, that was a great.
That looks great.
That was a great.
That's
props.
That's funny.
shout out Breddington Frothing Slush. There was some really great movies he recommended, and I also want to do Anna versus the Apocalypse as like a Discord event pretty soon. Like
I hate fruitcake. Don't ever make me eat fruitcake. It's just asking for my stomach to just commit seppuku.
Yeah, it's not Violent Night. Violent Night was not on the tier list, but that's the new one. Violent Night.
Violent Night is great.
It did look really interesting. Yeah. So you saw it?
I had not seen it, but I'm getting ready to gonna go out and see it probably tomorrow because it did come out last Friday. So another good one is Bad Santa.
Yeah, we discussed.
Oh no, not Bad Santa. Fat Man.
Oh, Fat Man. No, I did not see Fat Man.
It was so good.
Oh, wow.
It's really good. You'll enjoy that one.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just one of the best tier lists of the year, to be honest. So.
I see you hovering over it. We're gonna throw the pink elephant in the room. I've had macaroons.
Oh, here. Okay.
Yeah, I've had macaroons.
Mm-hmm.
They're really good. If you get them made correctly,
it's a big.
You'd be surprised how good they actually are.
They've definitely
I would definitely put it in. It'd be basically closer to an A tier, B tier if you get a really good person who wants to make them.
I'm down with that. Yeah. Cause I put them over Oreos because Oreos.
Yeah,
are just
if you know how to make them, they can be delicious. They're supposed to be soft yet crispy on the outside, but perfectly soft and so succulent.
They can be really good. Yeah.
Talking about this is kind of making me want to pull out my ice cream.
We've succeeded then. We've once again, whenever that happens, the sandwich show has succeeded for the night. Yeah. Like we have succeeded again. This is great. E-Flat says, I've never had macaroons, and also they feel like you're not actually eating them. Wait, I said the wrong thing. Oh, oops.
Oh. Yeah, macarons are supposed to be crunchy but yet airy inside, so they taste like they don't taste like last thing, but you'll taste them. But that's how they get you. That's how they sink you in. That's how they sink their teeth. Is then you'll start eating more because they get tastier and tastier because you want more of that taste. That's how you know they're good.
Word up. Yeah, but anyway, Ryan earlier in the chat says, "What a way to find out someone likes fruitcake." I know.
Oh gosh, I
respect though, Brett.
Don't let me touch a fruitcake. I will throw it out the window. I hope it hits a freaking dead. I hope it hits one of the neighbor's cats.
All right, let's.
Oh god.
I can't keep dissing Brett like this. We must move on.
Look, fruitcake can be used as a weapon, all right? Fruitcake can be used as a weapon. Prove me wrong.
Oh my god.
It can be edible and used as a weapon.
Oh my goodness.
Oh god.
Oh, okay. So E-Flat says, I meant to say that I don't like that macaroons are airy, and the flavor for ones I've had was also barely anything. I made a similar point. Yeah, that's the thing.
They're really hard to actually make, surprisingly.
Yeah.
To perfect. They're like really hard to bake. Because you have to have the right temp.
Here's the thing. With macaroons, I can barely... it's a very similar experience for me. Like, I can barely taste macaroons myself. Like, I can... They come off as bland to me for that exact reason, so...
Yeah. But it's an acquired taste. The more you eat it, the more you'll taste it, the more you want of it. Well, this is basically how it is.
Makes sense, yeah.
So, but if you get a really good one, you just don't want to stop eating it.
Yeah. Okay, so Rice Krispie treats, just in principle, even without the M&Ms, I think that's definitely snow day. Like,
I literally have ingredients to make Rice Krispie treats.
Oh, beautiful.
For me, it's a go-to family thing we do.
Absolutely.
It's either cinnamon rolls, cinnamon buns, or cinnamon rolls, or Rice Krispie treats. Mm-hmm. We don't even make gingerbread or houses or any of that stuff. We just make Rice Krispie treats.
Super cool. Yeah, I mean, it's an easy snow day.
Easy snow day.
I don't think you even need the M&Ms. I think they're already really great.
No, that's just a plus. Yeah. That's just a freaking plus.
Yeah.
You know?
Uh-oh. E-Flat says, wait, really? I've always wanted to check them in the... I'm not sure if he's commenting on the Rice Krispie treats or commenting
on the macaroons.
Macaroons. So we're... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, no worries. It's all good.
Gucci.
If they're stale, they can be a problem, but when you make them fresh, they're pretty phenomenal. They're pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, no, don't.
Yeah.
Do you have to actually eat them within an hour or two, or at least have them really well sealed?
Because you can definitely see Brian's point of view when you have like if
they
it's been
can
like a
become
week.
rock hard. They are little stones you can stone someone with.
Yeah. They do get hard. It's truly true. It's really funny.
They become sugar cookies, but now they're just rocks.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right. So next up on this is kind of like I think the thing with these sugar cookies. This is like regular sugar.
There
cookies.
are so many. So that's actually a crystal covered sugar cookies, which are literally the same thing as D, but they're worse. They taste worse. I put them in lump of coal. They're worse than the D tiers.
Here's what's crazy about that. Unlike the frosted ones, I could definitely. I'm with Brian in that I could just plow through these, despite them.
I can eat basic sugars. I'll plow right through them. They're really good just on their own.
Yeah.
When it becomes too much sugar or too much of a hassle becoming sugar more, it just gets too sweet for me, and I'm like, I can't stop eating them.
Oh,
no, I can't. I have to stop eating them because they're too sweet.
Let me zoom in on this. So we are looking at this one. These are the sugar cookies that are shaped like Christmas ornaments and things. So I think if you add that qualifier, like just the visuals of it, they're definitely better. I would say they're better than lump of coal. You may disagree, but
yeah. Well, let's have to sad title on that one. I think it's lump of coal.
Okay.
So
would the chat
we'll
put them
for that
in
one.
D or C or lump of coal or even B? Let us know. We'll put it D for the time being.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I think I gotta zoom in on this again because I think is it hold control and you can. Oh yeah, there you go. It's easier to do it this with control.
Can you hover over them, see what they are?
So this one here. A hell of a question.
Because there's so many sweet names of different types of sweets. There's so many of them now. You just kind of get lazy.
It's hard to. Man, the hover doesn't work. If I click on it, what happens? Nothing. I don't think anything's gonna happen. So.
Oh, it's E flat actually agrees with me. Oh, they're Buckeyes.
Oh, Buckeyes. Okay. Are those?
To be honest, I haven't.
Are they like cream puffs?
Aren't they cream filled? Aren't they cream filled like chocolates or something? I don't remember. Like, yeah, I don't really remember.
Oh, I see. Not above D, not very good, but they have chocolate on the outside and peanut butter on the inside.
Oh, yes, I've had those. Oh, gosh, they're really good. That's easy A tier. Oh, they're really good.
Wow, we have a difference in opinion. So, Ryan is saying D, you're saying A. I've never had them, so I have no opinion. Does anyone else have
I think that's... Wait, for
the Buckeyes.
The Buckeyes?
Yeah. I don't know either. This is quite an interesting question. Like, I don't...
If you're a fan of peanut butter and you love that taste and you just like eating, sometimes I had the chance. I hate to say this and I hate to admit this. I will actually eat a jar of peanut butter because I used to do that all the time. It's so good all on its own. If you mix it with chocolate, it's gonna be gone if you get the right peanut butter.
Oh yeah, peanut butter and chocolate's like the best. It's like the best combo. Okay, so
yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, so Ryan's saying D for the sugar cookies. Okay, so that I think we're good there. So this is actually going to be more like A or B. I'll even say A. I mean, I can't see that going wrong. Like chocolate and peanut butter at the same time.
Peanut butter chocolate.
Yeah.
You know.
So good.
Can't get down.
Efat says, I'm just not a fan of mixing peanut butter and chocolate, but I think it's really solid as far as that
The
combination.
one thing I will never eat in my entire life ever again is a Reese's cup.
Well, we had that story. We did that.
We had that story. We had that one before. Never one knows if you've been in that stream.
Behind it, folks. It makes sense when you hear the story, but there's a whole story behind it.
We're not going to talk about that. Maybe next time.
next time. But that sounds nonsensical. It's not. Once you hear the story,
all I have to say is Reese's Puffs.
Okay. So let's see. And now these look like cookies.
You know the grandma cookies, the granny tin cookies. That's what they are.
Oh, these
the
are
granny
tin
cookies.
Oh, okay.
Those are the grandma cookies.
Okay, grandma cookies.
Oh my gosh. So everyone's gonna hate me if they don't know about the grandma cookies. Those are Snow Day. My grandma used to make these cookies when she came to visit us in Hawaii. Actually make them fresh made. Oh, God, I miss them so much.
Ah.
I miss those grandma cookies. I don't know how she does it. I don't know what she does. But they are, and I hate to say that, they taste like heroin, but with sugar, and just that's what the feeling was like. Oh my gosh, this is great. I just can't get enough of it.
I am pretty sure I've had grandma cookies. Let me just go look this up.
They're great.
This is me just do a little
mouth cutting cereal.
Oh, you mean Captain Crunch? Oh, Choxy. That's
Captain
great.
Crunch mouth cutting cereal.
It is. It's true. Like you can feel the roof of your mouth. Yeah. Okay, so I've never. I think I've had them, but I like them. I would put it. Hey, you say snow day. Okay.
I say snow day. Grandma, like fresh baked grandma cookies, snow day.
Folks, let's just run this down. Mond had freshly baked grandma cookies from her grandma
in Virginia. That lived all the way in Virginia.
Amazing. Amazing. The meta is real, folks. That is amazing.
It was so freaking thing because she had to bring them. It was a freaking like necessity now. If grandma came on Christmas,
yeah,
my father was like, "Can you bring the grandma cookies?" Because, you know, my sister, like my kids will have a tantrum if you didn't.
That's so good. And it's true. It's very true. That's so awesome. I love that.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch's mouth cutting cereal. Actually, not anymore. They changed the recipe.
Oh.
It's not mouth cutting anymore.
How would
Captain Crunch is still.
How would they have done that though?
They changed the recipe. They changed what's in what's actually makes it really, really tough. So like if you eat it, it's actually when you even eat it, it just feels soft now. But it's not soggy, but it's just like perfect crunch.
Interesting.
But it's just like that satisfying crunch, but it's not gonna cut your mouth. You're not in fear of it every time you take a bite.
I'm gonna have to get another bowl. I mean, it's a shit ton of sugar, but if I ever had the wherewithal,
if it's got cinnamon, I think that's fine.
I gotta try. One of these days, I'll try that again just to see just to remind myself, just to see what the new recipe's like.
Oh yeah, it's actually really tasty.
Okay, moving ahead now. Like 90% of this list is cookies.
I like how Ramon says, "Well, hey, what's that taste? Nutmeg? Oh, that's just a touch of heroin."
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, it's great.
That's good.
That's good. That's good.
Okay. Let's see. Now, I don't exactly know these.
Sugar cookies. Those are actual soft sugar cookies.
I thought these were the ones that have like the gingerbread snaps or something.
I think they because the sugar cookies also look the same way as that too.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
I think those are ginger snaps.
Let me go Google ginger snaps on a separate screen and see.
Yeah, I want to see that too.
They seem like ginger snaps. Yeah. There's a movie called Ginger Snaps. What?
Yeah, they're ginger. Yeah, they're ginger snaps. They are literally ginger snap.
Okay, in that case, I'm not a fan.
Yeah,
not a fan.
Those are ginger snaps. I actually like ginger snaps. I'll eat them. Oh, that's a good C tier. I'll eat them.
Okay.
No,
yeah,
I'll down those. I
can see a solid ranking for this.
I'll down those, but it's not like holy crap to die for.
Before we do this, I gotta show you this. I gotta show this to you.
Just.
You have to see this. Hold on, let me just copy. Ginger Snaps the movie. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I remember that movie. Oh gosh, those.
That's fantastic. I want to see this shit movie. I mean, was it a good movie?
I have no idea. It's been so.
It has Mimi Rogers though.
I mean, at this point, I think it's
Okay. It's hungry like the wolf.
Oh my gosh!
It's hysterical. Oh man, Ginger Snaps. That's another.
Oh, feature. You can watch. Surprisingly, you can watch it free on Tubi. I guess it's. I mean, you can watch freaking The Mask on Tubi.
Okay.
For free. Yeah, a lot of them got like a lot of movies, like older movies, got their stuff was lifted. So, or they just never really had that opportunity to get the copyright claim. So you can watch a lot of movies for free.
So Tubi is basically the Good Times video of the 21st century. all the public domain stuff is on there now, or it's basically.
Yeah, a lot of public domain stuff is. Yeah, it's actually nice. It's nice. It's a good place to find it.
That's pretty cool. So I'm not sure what this is either.
Those look like chocolate powdered cookies.
And these are like
That's what they
chocolate
look like.
brownie cookies to the right of that.
Those are those are fudge brownie. Those look like.
Go.
Let me check chocolate powdered cookies. I
That's
remember
a great
that's.
Eflux right. If Duran Duran was not in the soundtrack, that's a missed opportunity for the Ginger Snap movie. That's completely right.
Oh,
Really
I'll take a look at that. Let you know.
Okay. Well, let's rank these fudge brownie cookies solid A.
So those are chocolate covered sugar cookies.
Oh, these?
Yeah, those are called double chocolate crinkle cookies. The chocolate crinkle cookies.
I've never had those.
I did have them. I didn't know what they were, but they're basically a good tier C tier chocolate.
Okay.
Basic, very basic.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It looks basic. It's cool.
I see it. We gotta do it. The chocolate covered brownie squares.
Where? Oh, these?
No, that's not that. That's next to them. That's to the right of them. The chocolate covered brownie squares. You see them? Those are chocolate covered brownie squares.
These ones?
Yeah.
They look circular, but
they don't look circular to me. Brownies are shaped weird.
Oh, I see. So where are you putting it, Mond?
I love brownies. Especially for, I hate to say this being a piehead. I love brownies. That's a good A tier for me. If you make a good brownie,
They had you from the jump.
the jump. Brownies. I mean, I'm not even kidding you. My friend's like, hey, I make a brownies. Like, brownies.
Fantastic.
I'm sorry. I just love brownies. Brownies are always a good thing.
Good times. Yeah, I think it's a solid A over there. Okay, so now,
especially when warm.
Oh yeah, warm is just dynamite. Like it's A+. I mean, I kind of want to put it here, but I've never tried the chocolate covered version. Like the regular ones would be.
Oh, they're good. Oh, those ones are good.
Yeah,
they would. But they're not Sunday worthy, but they're good. Not Sunday worthy. I already know what's Sunday worthy.
I'm with you on that.
Brownie.
Brownies in general are really good. Yeah, I'm with you, Ryan. Okay, so now this looks like chocolate covered. This looks like M&M cookies.
M&M cookies.
Which is similar to chocolate chip cookies. But I've always been of the opinion that the regular chocolate,
high A tier, easy.
Yeah.
The OGs, you can't beat the OGs, but that's good. It's good for the next in line OGs. You know, good mix.
The difference is that
it's not original.
I think the reason why I don't put it equal with the regular chocolate chips is because the melt factor. Like you can't have the melt.
You can easily mess those up too.
Yeah. But they are really good.
You gotta, if you can overcook them to where they make. You can overcook them, or you can make a really good one. It's got to be like a perfect mix, not soft, but not too soft, not too hard. Perfect. You get that perfect mix.
Yeah,
they're actually really good.
It's definitely something you can mess up, and you know what? E-Flats is, I'd say.
Hey, if Santa comes down on the freaking chimney and have M&M chocolate and M&M cookies there, he's like, all right, oh okay, that's a good mix. I'll mix it up a bit. You know.
Would you put it down a B tier on that principle?
Yeah, I'll put a B tier. I'll put a high B. High B.
High B.
I'll put a high B.
Yeah, I like that. High B is good.
High B.
High B is good. Okay, so
B plus.
we have come to a consensus on that one. Awesome. Okay, now these are biscotti. I've never tasted a fresh one. I've only tasted them in containers that come from a factory.
What do you think of the container ones? First,
they're pretty meh. I'm kind of like they should be better than they seem better than they are, but then you taste.
They're basically a D tier. If you have only had factory ones, I've only had factory ones. D tier. Yeah. I've never seen someone actually truly make a really good one. That looks like pumpkin spice loaf too, by the way.
Yeah, you'd be correct. So I would not have a problem with D tier because honestly, it don't really do anything for me. Like
Choxy's had a fresh one. They're okay. Okay, so it is D tier.
Yeah.
So D tier.
Thank you, Choxy. So the pumpkin
spice bread. Have you actually had real pumpkin spice bread, like with real fresh and like the fresh for the fresh ingredients, as best as you can get?
That sounds like it would be a really solid A tier.
To give an idea, my roommate actually just made some for last week.
Okay.
And she makes I've had numerous ones. I had basic ones, as factory made ones. She has, to my opinion, made really good pumpkin spice bread. She knows how to put a right amount, and she doesn't add allspice. Holy fuck, I hate allspice. You bring that stuff in, that's a full-on rant. Do not put pumpkin spice. We don't make our pumpkin pies with allspice. It's gross. It's so bland. Have you tasted it alone?
I have never tasted it alone.
It is the most bland tasting spice you'll ever have. Everything else overpowers it. Why is it in there? It just ruins it. Why? Allspice should not be there.
Well, I don't know exactly what version of this we're going to be ranking, but if we just group it all together in one category.
C tier.
Yeah.
I would say C tier.
Ryan's with us on this one too, so yeah. C tier, absolutely. And it can get stale really fast too, which is.
I hate to say this, Gingerbread Man, instant clump of coal.
I'm not gonna
no interest in playing that.
I'm not gonna do that because of the design.
I hate
the designs are. I feel it, because you think they should taste better than they are, but
I've watched freaking the Food Network crap, and it just upsets me that they waste that much food for a cookie, for one thing. It's just over decorating. It's literally over decorating a gingerbread house. It just ruins the fun factor of it. Watch everyone make these really, really nice freaking things, and it's just disappointing. And you look at yours like, oh, well, this is disappointing.
If you never
it's
actually
a lump of
tasted
disappointment.
it, yeah. And you see, I'm with you on a lot of this. I just don't think they taste that good, right?
No, the other thing is they also have allspice in them. Instant lump of coal. I hate Gingerbread Man because people put allspice in it.
We have to put something in lump of coal, folks.
That's how
if
I
we're
would
gonna
put it
pick
in lump
one,
of coal.
this is a good one. I think we're gonna go with it. Yeah. Now, what is
mint cookies? Mint chocolate covered mint cookies.
Okay. This is
Think of Girl Scout mints.
Yeah, thin mints.
That's what they are.
Well,
That's what they are.
Those are Snow Day. Would you put the rest of them in Snow Day?
Because the only time I always buy them is when the freaking Girl Scout cookies have them. Those are Snow Day. That's a summer snow day.
Summer snow day. Perfect.
Freaking Christmas in July. That's a Christmas in July.
It is absolutely Christmas in July. Like, you see them out in the summer. And
yeah.
That's
surprisingly. Fun fact about mint. It's a great. If you make it into if you grab fresh mint and you boil it and brew it as a tea, it is the best antioxidant when you're sick.
Really?
It's so infused. It is so infused. If you add a citrus like an orange or lemon peel or orange peel, put it in there and put it with the mint. It's really good. I can quickly boil on some too, if you ever come by. I'll let you try it. And you don't even. The cool thing is you don't even need sugar. Maybe like if you want sweet, like super sweet, yeah, you can add some sugar, but it's good on its own. It's great over tea.
It tracks though, right?
Fantastic.
Like tea, you make it out of leaves, mint leaves.
Yeah, well, you got the citrus of the orange, which is the sweetness from the orange, which is where all the flavor is from. If you pull the peels, and then you got, the mint, which actually kind of makes it, that freshness. So it's really good.
That's killer. All right, so lemon bars, I'm a huge fan of. Where are you?
I'm a huge fan of them.
Yeah.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
It's one of those guilty pleasures.
Lemon squares look good. I'm saying snow day. I don't know.
Yeah, because there was one time when we actually made. If I were to remake it, it would cost me $100 because of the oil alone. But we made I actually can have the recipe. I was gonna send it to you if you want to try and make it one day. But it's a lemon olive oil cake. We had it for my father's birthday last year. My family, not the father's anniversary, my parents' anniversary. They got it from BV. It was from the BV pamphlet. I was like, you know what? We should do this for our anniversary. I was like, all right. So they ate it, and my dad, and it's like, my cousin came over, and we just tried it. And I put my dad, because we wanted to make sure my parents tried it first. They stopped. It's mind blowing, like how well it was. It's really good.
I can see
that. Like if you get really, really, really tasty aged lemon infused olive oil. We ate that whole entire cake, the 3 of us, within that night. And my dad, not quote unquote, was like, this was worth going over not starving because I don't want to go over my limit of my diabetes for one moment. It was worth having the diabetes moment. It was that good. It was really good. But
some sweets will do that to you. Like, it's that good. Like, you'll put yourself through pain for it.
And I kid you not, lemons, lemon bread, lemon frosted bread, lemon squares. That was my life when I wanted a sweet when I was in bed, really sick. I'm not even kidding you. It was like always my go-to because I could eat it, and it always, no matter what I try, like people was like, "Aren't you sick of it?" I was like, "Hell nah, I live on that shit."
Yeah,
I live on it.
Good times.
But it was really good. Lemon, you can't go wrong with lemon. You can't go wrong with that.
Well, I know it's not for everyone. I guess it wouldn't be for everyone, but it is for me. I do love lemon as well.
Right. Now,
let me say hi to King Downbreaker. King Downbreaker, welcome in. It's good to see you. Mods, can we give King a shout out in the chat too? Exclamation point King. We have a custom for him too, and it's great to have your support. Welcome in. How you doing? Hope your grilled cheeses have been good to you. We're ranking holiday treats tonight with Mond Sumerki.
Hi.
It's so fun. So fun. Earlier tonight, we showcased art from Mond, and Mond's art is phenomenal, folks. So, I haven't figured out how to get VIPs a shout out, but I will work on that after stream. But we are up to this, which is what?
Yeah. I do have something that you might actually like for that too.
Coconut bar.
Resources.
What this is?
I'm not a fan of coconut.
Not a fan. Okay.
No, I am completely biased on this because I lived in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
I hate coconut. I hate coconut so much. So anything that's coconut, count me out. It's a total pure disgust. Same with peppermint. Peppermint bark, no, thank you.
Oh,
I hate peppermint bark. No. I do not like it.
Did it show up on here? Is peppermint bark on here?
Yeah, it's there. I can see it.
I think it's
I do not like peppermint bark.
Wow. Yeah, I think we're gonna be on different wavelengths here.
Yeah.
Now,
and I'll explain the peppermint bark thing why.
Okay, but let's just assess the coconut first. Now, I have for a long time not been a fan of coconut either, but lately I've softened my stance on that. I do like it now. So the rest of the combination is pretty good. You got the chocolate.
I still can't stand it.
It's but because coconut's a very polarizing topic. Like, I think some people don't like coconut, and so I'm not gonna put
coconut bars.
I'm not gonna put it at C, but B I think would be fair. This one here.
Yeah, I'm staying out this because I'm extremely biased with coconut. So
it is your right. It is your right. Yeah. So
I don't mind the texture. It's just the taste. I don't like the taste. It's I had coconut milk. That just no. I don't like sweet milk. Why? Almond milk I don't like either.
There it is. So this is your coconut bar right here. There you are. Dump it. Wow. E-Flat's on your side of this one. Yeah. Oh, wow. We got an alliance over here. Okay, so out of respect, I'll put you down where? You say Nuppacol?
If you like it, if you actually like it.
I do like it. I mean, I don't love it.
Then put it to C. Just throw it to C.
Throw it to C?
It doesn't deserve to be, at least C.
Okay.
I've seen so many people try to replicate a coconut bar. Never turns out good.
So now you've got the chocolate drops. This is not exactly a
chocolate drops I've had, and if you do it right, you can do some really creative stuff with it. And if I actually have the creative ones and the plain ones, I just sugar cookie and then a chocolate, just a chocolate filling. Woo! Count me in.
These are great. These have so much. They have a high ceiling. I'm gonna put them in A. But
yeah, they don't deserve snow day. They just do a good A.
Yeah, I think it's a solid A. Solid A. Okay, so peppermint bark. So we're gonna have a discussion because like I would have put it at B, maybe even A.
So peppermint is used so much, everywhere. If you think of it, it is in your toothpaste. It is in any fresheners, in any gum. It's everywhere. And I don't use peppermint ever because it's not a great flavor. To me, it's not a great flavor. Mint is a great flavor, but peppermint, not a big fan of it. Not only that, it screws with, like, if you actually sat with a peppermint tree or any of those peppercorn trees, they suck. We have like 2 of them outside. They suck.
Wait, I mean, peppermint by itself does not sound like it would taste good. So,
I mean, yeah, it's just like if you eat peppermint, but if you add chocolate and peppermint, no, just eat a freaking Thin Mint. The chocolate covered Thin Mint. That's literally what it tastes like, but without the cookie, the crunchy cookie part.
Yeah. Mom's fired up tonight, folks.
And look, I love bark, but not that crap. Keep that away from me. I'll throw it at the window. I'll use it as a painting because that's what it looks like.
Well, I think we're gonna have to. It's the kind of thing where you can have a couple of bites of it, and you're kind of like you can't keep eating it, right? Like you can like definitely.
I would just put it in D tier at this point. That's just me.
I'm gonna put it C. I'm gonna put it C. E Flat says, I just wish people would leave chocolate alone. It is amazing by itself. Why defile it with peppermint?
Freaking, have you ever had Swiss chocolate? That my point exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. At least someone has some decency of just eating natural. I cannot, like, the only chocolate I will actually eat that is filled is Cadbury cream caramel filled chocolate. That is the only one I'll ever eat with caramel in it. Anyone else can screw off. I have like peanut butter filled Reese's Puffs. Kind of make my point. I just don't like chocolate filled stuff. It's just not fun. I don't like a surprise. I like chocolate. You know?
Yeah, I hear it. So now we have tarts. I think these are tarts. These look good.
Yeah, these are tarts. I am kind of tarts. Tarts are just like lemon, crunchy, basically like a lemon bar, but different flavor.
That sounds
I don't like
good,
tarty things, actually.
But you,
I just don't like tarty things. I don't like much tart. So it could be a B tier, but I'll easily stop. Like it's easy to stop. You know, you can have enough. It's to a point where you can have in just enough, but not. You can't just not have enough of it. You know.
I do. I mean, I would rank it. I could rank it an A, but B seems like a fair rating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, B tier. They can be okay, but you know, it's like it makes you want to stop after a while. Type of deal.
Yeah, I'm with it. Okay.
I see what's next. I know what these are.
Take it away.
Red velvet was my favorite cake, and it's the only cake was the first thing that I learned to make when I was 5. The reason why is because the process of it actually takes time. Yes. And for me, making a red velvet cake, because not a perfect red velvet cake is really hard to pull off because the food coloring can screw up the entire batch like that.
Wow. So a delicate balance.
Yeah. And then the other thing is depending on which cream you use, you can use a buttercream, a heavy cream, or like a Weiss whipped buttercream, or cream cheese. I refuse to ever put cream cheese frosting on a red velvet cake. Stay away from it. It's not good. But
isn't that the standard thing that people do?
No, it's actually they just use a basic heavy buttercream. It's a buttercream. Buttercream frosting. Oh, it will hit right. It just buttercream frosting for some reason complements the red velvet perfectly.
Gotcha. Well, I'm a big red velvet guy. I don't think everyone else is. Oh, Green Guy Music is here. Jeffrey, what's going on? Welcome in. Nice to see you. Happy Monday. Happy Monday night to you. Hope you're well. So nice to see you tonight. We are ranking holiday foods, Christmas foods here. And
so with red velvet cookies, and this is where the interesting argument comes, I will stop right there if it becomes a red velvet cookie. I'll actually put it at B tier because it's not enough to where I can enjoy it because the process is so much less enthusiastic. It's different. It tastes much different. It doesn't taste right.
Well, it has
a significantly different taste.
Yeah, I hear that. I think I see where you're coming from on that because the texture is a lot fluffier, which is why
a red velvet cake should not be sweet. or it should not be super sweet. It should not be like a cookie. It should never been in a cookie. But just because it's red velvet, it's an easy B tier because I will have. It's enough to give me enough craving and enjoy it just as well.
E-flat says, so by the transitive property, I would not rate red velvet cookies above C.
Yeah, like I said, it's either a B or a C. I say like very, very low B, almost high C.
I think that makes sense because I don't think I've actually had a red velvet cookie in a while. Like I really, and here's the other thing about that. If you were given a plate and the plate had regular chocolate chip and then chocolate fudge brownie and red velvet and peanut butter cookies, like how often are you going to get the red velvet cookie out of that? Like
you'll never touch it because they're all freaking all those snow day ones. Everything beats that out easy.
Yeah.
It tastes better. And then once you finish the plate, you come to the red velvet cookie. It's like, I don't want this.
Yeah, you know? Well, yeah, after the other three, then there's no chance.
It's like, no, thanks. I don't want this. I just had freaking like the best cookies. It's just kind of a mood. It's like biting into a cookie and then you bite and then you drink it like it's something like the most disappointing drink ever to go with it, like an orange juice.
Right.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, absolutely. Because like
that's what it feels like.
Yeah, because
it's like it's like
yeah.
No.
So, Green Guy and King, I'd love to hear your thoughts on all these foods we've ranked tonight. See if you have an opinion on any of these, if you'd rank them higher or lower. We'd love to hear from you on this as well. We've got a lot of cookies. We have chocolate-covered pretzels, all sorts of stuff, so really good. All right, so we have these three remaining. Let's see.
The white chocolate ones, so surprisingly, this is the reason why I'll never touch white chocolate in a very long time. It's because white chocolate is actually synthetic chocolate, and I hate that shit so much. It does not taste like normal chocolate, period.
That is true. It's not actually a natural chocolate at all.
It's not real chocolate.
Yeah.
It is not natural. It's synthetic. It's gross. It's artificial chocolate. I don't like it. I've never liked it at all.
I mean, I do like it in like, if you do like a white chocolate, white chocolate, like a chocolate cookie with white chocolate. I like that.
No, I still refuse to eat white chocolate. It is so overly sweet because you could tell the difference between an actual chocolate and a white chocolate. It is so sweet.
Yeah.
That is overpowering. So it can be so overpowering.
I like them, but it's kind of like, but you know, if you could have a choice, wouldn't you rather have the regular chocolate chips? And like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
All the time.
I would always go for regular chocolate chips.
But I think it's reasonable since we've kind of put them in the same neighborhood as the other one. Since you notice that the red velvet cookies also have white chocolate chips, so I'm like, I think we should put it at C then. From that standpoint.
Well, there's a difference between actually having those because you can actually make your own buttercream droplets. Put them on there.
Oh, okay.
The red velvet.
Yeah, I guess you could. Yeah. I don't know. I wonder if people actually follow up on that. That's interesting. I guess they would.
I'd rather have a frosted covered chocolate cookie than actually a red velvet cookie versus a white chocolate red velvet cookie. 100%.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. E-Flat with a great anecdote. E-Flat says, wait, are those chocolate chips or macadamia? Oh, good question.
Those are white chocolate chip cookies.
I think these are white. Well, maybe it's both. It might actually be both. Because if you look at it carefully, like watch right here, this is a macadamia nut. This is a white chocolate chip.
No, that's white chocolate. You can see the shape. Look at the very back one. The very center back one. You can see the shape of the chocolate chip.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You see them?
Based on that, I think these are not the macadamia nut ones.
But I think the other one that we saw that's still in there, those are the macadamia nut cookies.
Wait, which one?
The one with those ones. I think so. Those look like macadamia nut cookies, don't they?
Probably. Let me see.
Let's find out.
They look like they have raspberries in them. No, I'm not feeling these cookies.
Let me see.
Take a look.
Those are. Oh, I will not touch those.
No,
I know if those are in there.
Yeah. It's like cranberries.
Those are marble cookies. Called marble cookies.
Marble cookies.
The ones. Okay, so the ones that we just selected, those are white chocolate macadamia nut cookies.
Okay.
But I still won't touch them. No. Even though if they didn't have macadamia nut and they just had normal macadamia nut and chocolate chips, I will eat them easy.
Yeah, these are they're just doing too much. This is just too much. Like, this is just way too much. Way too much. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Brian. I'm with you, Ryan. Lump of coal.
No, that's just overkill.
Yeah, very much so. It's way too busy. Way too much stuff going on there. And
So I don't know what those are actually. Because the
we'll
image is too small to find out.
We'll get to that in a second, but I did. Ryan's anecdote is great. So Ryan says, when I taught in a grade school, we had a cookie drive. So instead of parents baking a cookie for one teacher, they just made one giant cookie buffet for all the teachers. Red velvet cookies would definitely be left over to the end. It was a Christmas tradition.
Yeah, no one, like everyone else, just like the classic Santa cookie. You can't. The red velvet isn't a classic Santa cookie. It's just too out there.
Yep.
You know.
Okay, so we roll into here.
Beignets.
Beignets. I do not have an opinion of beignets.
I've never made a beignets.
I may have had it once.
Oh, okay. I actually have never had a beignets, so these are on you.
I have no opinion. I don't remember much about beignets.
They're basically deep fried fritters.
Well, it's
a type of it's a deep fried. It's a type of fritter.
Those sound good.
It's a French style fritter.
I love fritters, so I would rate them highly. I would not rate them snow day.
New Orleans, they're famous apparently in New Orleans.
Put them B or A. I'm not sure.
I may have spelled. Yeah, no, you spelled it right. You spelled that absolutely correct. Great spelling. Good job.
So Ryan, if you were to rank them yourself, since you're closer to the scene of beignets yourself, geographically, I believe you're closer to New Orleans. So where would you? I singled out New Orleans because I feel like New Orleans would be big on beignets, but
it's French cuisine basically.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna put them in a B. I don't know. This is gonna be an interesting one. I'm not sure.
Yeah. All right.
Kind of just leave it there.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah, we did it. Check it out, everybody. We have finished the tier list. So here's what we have. Let me zoom out a little bit so we can see that more easily together.
Yeah.
So snow day, we've got peanut butter cookies, chocolate chip, chocolate. What is it? Chocolate brownie chocolate.
Chocolate brownie chocolate.
Rice Krispie treats, grandma cookies, Thin Mints, and lemon bars. I mean, honestly, all of these are great. So I'm slam dunk for as far as I'm concerned, slam dunk for, and maybe the grandma cookies, I'm not so sure because I haven't had them in a while, but
you're better than some of the C-tier stuff.
Yeah, but I do like grandma cookies. I'm a fan of those too. So for A, we have Snickerdoodles, we have Buckeyes, Oreos, we have, I think, brownie cookies, and then brownie squares, and then we have chocolate drops. All very quality ingredients there.
Wait, Ryan, is that the only thing that you disagree about this entire thing? This might be the first time that's the least amount of disagreements.
Well, he talked us out. He talked us to some of them down and up too. Remember? So I think that's
but like he would, but you know, it's the only one he would disagree on. I mean, remember the sandwich one? He disagreed on a lot of stuff, and everyone he kept up. There's lots of things he disagreed on.
That's true.
This might be the fewest. This might be the few ones that Ryan could.
I think he said he didn't like the lemon bars, but he respects the high rating, which is interesting.
Yeah.
So
it's a good traditional piece.
Yeah.
It's always a good one.
It's really, that is really interesting, Ryan. So I would agree. It definitely is the most like unity we've had in these rankings to date.
Don't ever give Rice Krispie treats to a dog. Some of them, funny enough, some of them can be unbaked and actually can damage your dog's stomach pretty bad.
Yeah. Okay, so for B, so the B tier is M&M cookies. We've discussed at length why that we think there'll be macaroons, golden Oreos, and double stuff. The pretzels, the chocolate covered pretzels, chocolate covered Oreos, tarts, and beignets. In C, we've got the Sandies. We have the sugar cookie snowmen. We have red velvet cookies, ginger snaps. I think ginger snaps actually should be D. Now that I think back on this,
that's up to you. It's on you.
Yeah. I don't know. Because it's kind of well, meh would be perfect for C, so I guess that's right. And then you have chocolate covered sugar, or sugar covered chocolate. Yeah, pumpkin loaf, coconut bars, red peppermint bark, and then the white chocolate macadamia nut cookies. And then these get a little bit more decisive. Like, we all agreed that the chocolate frosted cookies, or the frosted sugar cookies, were D. The regular sugar cookies were also D, and definitely the biscottis were D.
Yeah.
Clearly not meant for human consumption. Ryan continuing his point on the Rice Krispie treats. And finally, lump of coal. Two very clear choices as far as we are concerned. We think gingerbread cookies way at the bottom, and then I don't know, whatever the hell these are called, definitely lump of coal. So
yeah,
that concludes our rankings of the Christmas treats. That's really cool. So thank you all very much for your input tonight. That was really, really fun.
Yeah. Can we take this couple minute break? I have to use the restroom.
Oh, absolutely, because I'm just going to run credits at this point, so that'll be plenty of time.
Okay.
So go for it. Yeah. I'll be right back. So folks, let's go run some credits and thank some people. Really, really fun. I do want to say this too, because did I end up doing it? Hopefully. I can't tell if I actually saved that or not. Let me see. I assume I did. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. Save. Oh yeah, so let's go run the credits. So folks, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I really appreciate all the resubs too. So let's go and thank a bunch of folks tonight. New follows and new resubs. Pretty awesome. So once again, I thank you for your support, everyone here on the Sandwich Show. Thank you for your help with modding, Rahomo. Let's get some mod love in the chat, everybody. Exclamation point mod love. Really great to have you. Choxy, thank you for the follow as well. And as mentioned, thank you for the resubs. Special K too, I believe. LG and that E flat guy. Y'all are champs. Thank you so much. So now let us go. And I'm gonna. Okay, I got the tier list saved. I will put that on Discord in a moment. But first, let's go find someone to raid. When Mond comes back, we'll calculate the raid. We should be raiding someone. I believe we're going to raid. The only thing that would keep us from raiding over is if the person's not on. So let me just double check. But we believe that the person is on. So let's go ahead and make sure. Oh yeah, just another shout out to Green Guy. Green Guy will be streaming later tonight if he's not already. So as the night goes on, feel free to head on down that way too. Okay, yes, I believe our friend is still streaming, and we mentioned the fundraiser. So I'm mod loving Rahomo. I didn't do anything tonight. Hey, Green Guy, I do want to say have a great stream later. Once once you get going on that, we always love your jams over there. Absolutely, really great to see you back in it too. So just to repeat one more time, we're gonna go over to Choxy, and here's the link. Just give one more time. Here's the link. If you would like to contribute, please, we'd be so grateful. Just click the link and then put in your donation. Any amount will be a good amount, and I think it'll be most appreciated. So while we do that, let's go over and raid Choxy. Folks, mods, let's go get the raid calls in the chat, and we'll start the raid to Choxy now and say hi and see the cool things that are going on. Mond, any last words before we head out?
Well, I hope everyone has a great Christmas. I probably won't be around later, but most likely because I have an upcoming surgery. And hopefully, it's very minimalistic, but it's a good time to get a break. But I hope everyone has a great night. I hope everyone has a great New Year, because I'll probably be busy. We'll be busy. So, but it's great.
Yeah, and I'm here. Echo all that back your way. Have a great Christmas if I don't see you or hear from you before then. Streams, we'll be on the lookout for those too. As I mentioned, give our friend Mond a follow. But thank you so much for doing this. This is really, really fun. Thank you for showing all the art too. It was really cool.
Yeah, no problem. Absolutely. If anyone wants to actually suggest some art or anything, come my way. I might draw some.
So cool, so cool. E Flat says, "You too, Mond. You are talented. You are. That's true.
Right.
True story."
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So with that, we say goodnight. Thank you, everyone. Thank you again, everybody. Well, let's go now. Start the raid to Choxy. When we get there, please give our friend Choxy a follow if you're not already, and if you can contribute, we would most appreciate that. Thank you so much, everyone. So we'll be back. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Wednesday. The only thing that maybe I'll come in late Tuesday with the piano stream, but definitely we'll be here Wednesday with Irene Pena and the latest edition of the Together Wherever Streamfest Big Reveal. That's coming up at 9:00 Eastern Wednesday night. So
cool.
Be back for that. And but meanwhile, off to Choxy we go. Let's say hello to her. Thanks again. Take care, everybody. And if you missed any, bye everyone. See you at Choxy. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.